for a little bit of filming and a bit of a social this weekend. It's been pretty tough. One fish so far is the rig that's done the business for us. A little white tails up pop-up and a little multi-rig, a slightly tweaked version of it. You'll see it looks a little bit different than usual. Made out of £25 hydro link. Through to a free-fall lead clip. Just a bog standard, pretty essential for fishing a venue like this with the amount of weed and the snags that we've got when that drops every single time when you get a take. And onto the wonderful newly patented linkteq leader, which is still to this day, I think everybody would agree, one of the most supple leaders on the market. I think everybody can see that, the way that literally just flops and drops over absolutely everything. Heavier than almost every single bit of lead core on the market, definitely more flexible than any other lead core on the market, and the patented chain leader, absolutely brilliant. One other thing I wanted to talk about regarding the linkteq, I think we've already mentioned, wonderful heavy supple material. Like I said, the weight of the braided chain inside really is something else. A lot of feedback to the guys about it being difficult to splice, as with anything there's a knack to it. You can probably see on the end of that there's a tiny little loop that I've spliced onto that. I'm a fairly cack-handed, impractical individual, so if I can do it, anybody can. There's a bit of a knack to it, just requires a little bit of patience, but more than worth it. Like I said, when you start to see a leader as flexible as that. Some other people have mentioned the colour. Some people say it's a little bit bright when they first see it out of a packet, forgetting that you're actually going to go and immerse it in water for however many hours that you're going to. And if you can see the colour of that now, we'll show you the colour of that in a minute when it comes out the lake, when it is wet, and you'll see that it darkens down beautifully and blends into almost any colour. As well as that, the fairly loose weave of the material actually takes on sediment from the bottom, helping it to blend in a little bit easier on a variety of lake beds, which we'll show you in a second. One more note about the colour, as we mentioned a minute ago, some people do think it's a little bit bright straight off the spool. You can just see there from where we've dropped a rig in the edge, that's been in the water for no more than 30 seconds, and that has literally darkened right the way down, and even on a fairly light coloured bottom, very difficult to see. You can literally see that halfway down that length, the difference in colour. So like I said, it takes on the colour really well at the bottom, blends in beautifully, and I'll mention it once again, just how supple that is for a heavy leader. It's fantastic. For anybody out there who's not a lover of leaders, either ready-made or made yourself, or even venues have actually banned them, this stuff is wonderful. It's the free-fall braided rig tube. Sounds like a few things going on, which absolutely it is. Again, the guys at Rigmarole have just got this patented. It's actually a stainless steel inner core, so it's really easy to thread with mono. I'm a braid user for 99% of my fishing. You can even thread it really easily with wet braid. So stainless steel core again, so very heavy, very flexible, particularly for a tube. You can see that again. It's got the same braided outer as the linkteq leader. Comes in a variety of colours. This is a kind of camo brown pattern. We've also got this available in a gravel brown for lighter bottoms, and also available in a kind of blended weedy colour, the same as the last leader that I showed you as well. And again, we'll show you this in the water again in a second. Very heavy. This comes in either 2 foot lengths, like this is, 5 of those in a packet, or you can actually get 1 metre length of tube as well, and use the matching bead kit to actually fish helicopter style rigs on these as well. Yeah, and once more, same as the leader, just the difference to what that looks like when it comes out of the water, with the braided weave on the outside, takes on the colour, takes on some sediment, and you can see again just this end section of about 2 inches, still dry. The rest of the tubing wet, that's literally been in the water for 30 seconds. So you can see the camouflage properties, absolutely superb.